Hi, everybody. It's Andre Coker. Time for the monthly market update. Hope everyone's doing well. School started back, and that's challenging in a lot of ways. I know with travel, kids, and things like that, it makes it quite interesting. Take a look at the numbers below. So, three of the four counties saw some pretty significant price decreases as far as average prices go. Tarrant County was the only county that went up, and it was just barely up. The other three counties are down from 16 to 20 grand, which kind of goes along with what we've been seeing. The market has been up and down. There's been a few weeks where we had a little activity, and then there's been some weeks where we had very little activity. School seemed to put everything in a stop. We were chugging along pretty good, felt like we were getting some traction, and then school started and everything just came to a standstill. And then we got a little more traction, then Labor Day hit, and again it was a pretty slow weekend that way. September is typically a slow month. Not sure exactly why that is, but that's just typically the historical evidence suggests that. And so, from a listing side, it's been quite challenging. We've got sellers that are frustrated, reducing price, not getting a lot of showings or any showings in some cases, and it's very difficult because when you look at things, we've had a I don't know if it's a 10-month, 11-month, 1 year low on interest rates. We had a pretty good drop this past week, almost a quarter point. The Fed's coming out next week. I believe it's next week to have their meeting. We are anticipating a drop in the rate. However, that drop does not correlate to reduced mortgage rates. So if you're waiting as a buyer for that Fed rate to drop, what typically happens is the mortgage rates go up when the Fed rate drops. And why that is because they've already priced in a reduction. They've been pricing it in this past week, the week before, this next week. So those reductions on the mortgage rates we're already seeing and we're already feeling. And so if you're a buyer and you're wanting to buy, you should buy before they have the announcement, because when they have the announcement, the rates are probably going to trend back up. From a selling standpoint, that doesn't really impact you, other than the more interest, more traction we can get from the buyer standpoint, the better it's going to be for you on the showings. So just keep this in mind as we go through, starting to get into this fall. I think we're actually going to have some temperatures back in the 90s this week. But just keep in mind, when selling the house, we've got to do everything we can to make your house be the number one house in that area. And even then, it's price related. That's what we're seeing right now. Buyers are just being too picky, too choosy, and too cautious. They've got multiple houses to look at, so they'll look at everything before they make a decision. From a buyer standpoint, now is the time to buy. You should be buying. We track the inventory levels by county every 2 weeks. And the last three times we've done that, so the last 6 weeks we've looked at that, two of those 2-week periods, the inventory levels dropped. They didn't drop a lot, but if that continues and it goes on for the next month with drops each 2 weeks, then we're possibly going to see where buyers are going to struggle to find houses again, especially with the interest rates falling. So keep all those things in mind. If you've got a question about real estate, whether it's buying, selling, or investing, give any of us a call. We'd be more than happy to talk with you about the process and answer any questions you have. I hope you're having a great September. Feel free to give us a call anytime. Andre Coker with Keller Williams Realty, the Coker team. Thanks. Bye.